And we begin this week right here in Northwest Indiana on the shores of Lake Michigan, where a cornerstone of the transformational double tracking of the South Shore Line is now open, and with it the prospect of transformation for Michigan City.
We welcome you to the grand opening of our station.
The opening of the 11th Street station and parking facility along the South Shore Line represents the end of years of discussion and doubt, and the spark for private investment that is changing the face of Michigan City.
Not only is it a connector between South Bend, Michigan City, and Chicago, it's also housing that, is a part of the development of the train station.
I think this is the cornerstone of why we did the project, Gary. Everybody saw the vision of improving train service. That's great. We want better connectivity to and from Chicago. But wrapped around that is this vision that we could attract private sector development to invest in and around the train stations, and in so doing, bring back revenue to the state, to the county, to the cities involved.
And that private sector investment, once doubted, is now happening to the tune of a 12-story, $100 million luxury apartment development from Indianapolis-based Flaherty & Collins, next door to the station. Just a few blocks away, the $311 million Sola development has been delayed, but is expected to break ground this summer and include condos, townhomes, a hotel, and retail space facing Lake Michigan.
We did an economic analysis about 6-7 years ago of what the double track project could bring to Michigan City. And I think the projection was $670 million of private sector investment over 30 years. Gary, I think we have that in 12 months between the project at the lakefront with Solo. There's the project at the station area, and then there's another project along Michigan Boulevard. It's incredibly exciting.
Michigan City officials expect existing and new projects in the city to soon top $1 billion.
This was the key and the critical piece, because I think people are now investing downtown, but also investing across the city for housing in other areas of town, not just the north side anymore.
Tip of the hat to those folks 20 years ago who had the vision, and those who stayed along the way to make sure this project got to the finish line. It doesn't just happen on ribbon cutting days. It happens along the way. Takes a lot of gut, a lot of perseverance, a lot of vision. Being willing to be knocked down to the mat and get back up again. You got to be resilient, and the proof's in the pudding.